Welcome to Frank Uncensored, a ministry of our resolute hope. Last couple of times we addressed a question from a listener who shared they had a baby born with a birth defect. It was causing them fear and anxiety. Their pastor said they shouldn't feel anxiety. And the listener asked if God was angry with them for their fear. No, my friend, God is never angry with you for being human. In fact, I want to share with you that it's impossible for you to disappoint God. It's impossible for you to frustrate God. One of the things you have to understand is that God is outside of time. So he knew what you were going to think and feel and do before you ever did it. And so he still chooses to love you. So if he knew that you were going to do it before you did it, how could he ever be frustrated or disappointed? You are the object of his love, and you are living in a world you were never designed for. Please get that mind out of your head that you're disappointing God or that he's angry with you. All of his anger was taken care of at the cross. He's not even angry with that pastor because he knew that pastor was going to do that. And if that pastor's a believer, he'll never be angry at him either. I, on the other hand, am angry with him because he ought to know better. He ought to be a better shepherd of the sheep. He ought to be more in touch with the Jesus he's proclaiming on his lips. Our Jesus has as his marching orders, not just to get us into heaven someday. Read the book. When he came back from the desert temptation, he opened up the scroll and he read from Isaiah 61. That he said he came to bind up the brokenhearted, to take the mourning and turn it into praise. Jesus came to minister compassion. And if we are his church, if we are his body, and his life is flowing through us, then the number one thing we ought to be known by is compassion, especially for those who hurt. Don't let anyone, dear listener, rob you of the experience of being human and hurting in a fallen world. It's only when you embrace your hurt that you will cry out to Jesus, who will meet you with all that he is, to whatever you need in the moment of faith. And even if the church doesn't comfort you, his Holy Spirit will. His name is the Comforter. If you have a question, write to us on our Facebook page at Our Resolute Hope. We'll do our best to give you an answer straight from Father's Word. Until next time, choose hope. Choose Jesus.